Hello and welcome to Bologna for the finals of the European Continental Cup for the men and women. My name is Matt Groom and I am joined by future Olympian, which is amazing to say, Matteo Zaloni. Matteo, look, first of all, congratulations on that Olympic ticket. You were amazing in Bern. Has it sunk in yet? I mean, you're going to be at the Olympics in Paris very soon.
Thank you, Matt. It's also a surprise for me. I'm still not used to that, and I'm trying to see as the Olympic comp as not that monster. I'm trying to see it as a kind of normal competition, so not to be on side of it.
Well, look, I'm going to overhype this because it's nothing like a normal competition.
Yeah.
But look, best of luck. But for right now, we're watching the women's final here. Alexandra Kluchka on the left, Nelly Thomas on the right from Germany. And we were talking about Alexandra before this competition started. She's certainly one of the favourites, isn't she?
Yeah,
tonight?
for sure.
What can she do? Can she beat Nelly Thomas in the first round? Remember, things are seeded, so the first qualifier races the last qualifier. So on paper, Alexandra the best, Nelly the least best, the worst if I'm going to say it like that. But it's speed, so anything can happen here. And here we go for our first race of the evening as we wait for the buzzers. And it's clean, and look at that start from Alexandra Kluchka powering up as Nelly Thomas trying to keep in touch, but it's going to be Alexandra Kluchka all the way, 6.9, and Matteo immediately amazing from her.
Yeah, a real clean run. It's wonderful how the Polish girl can be so consistent on that time, yeah.
Yeah, she is absolutely incredible as an athlete. Really, really good from her. Did what she needed to do in that first round because, I mean, we talk about the world champs. We remember Ola, her slip in the women's final. Literally anything can happen in speed.
The Miroslav, who was the best, the one who has the world record and also stopped doing the comp to prepare for Bern. Her dream just stopped there for just a little thing.
So tough, isn't it? Well, that is the sport we're watching. What a sport it is. Sofia Belasini on the left, Ksenia Oriolova from Ukraine on the right of your screen. Good to see young athletes coming through here. And again, we're setting to silence. Good from both of them. Sofia Belasini, fastest off the blocks. Ksenia keeping in touch though. Now she slips and drops out of our camera shot. Sofia Belasini will take the win. Good work from Sofia.
Yeah, really clean run for her.
So Sofia moves
in the last
forwards.
comp she wasn't that consistent, so it was really a good run.
Very good from her. She moves into the next round. And Matteo, look, we've got to keep talking about you because you are a true star. Walking through this climbing gym, you are being asked for interviews everywhere you go. You're asking for autographs. How is fame treating you? Do you feel any different?
It's the first time for me, so it's not that different, but I'm happy that so much people are now know me, and yeah, it sometimes make my work more how the word.
Look, is it valued, isn't it? I mean, everyone knows who you are. They respect you even more now. All right, Lison Gatron on the left, Agnes Fiorio from Italy. Apologies about my terrible Italian pronunciation. Here we go. Well, it's a faster start from Lison. Agnes was caught sleeping a little bit on the blocks, and Lison will hold it together to the top, 7.13. Good run again from that left lane.
The French girl really is in form today. She did her PB in qualis and now redo it again in the first run.
It's crazy. I mean, we're not at a World Cup, and yet we're still seeing these amazing results. Everyone is so good in speed at the moment.
Yeah, the level got up really fast this year, and maybe just the first one who's doing the world record are carrying all the world back with them.
It's madness. And those world records, for people who want to know, this is the European Cup, so we won't see the Indonesians, we won't see the Chinese here. Capucine Viglioni from France on the left, Sara Accosi from Italy on the right. First round of the women's competition before we flip over to the men. And Capucine, perhaps the favourite on paper here. Let's see what she can do. That's a clean start from her, and she is quicker in the first half of the route. Into the second now, a bit of a hesitation, but she keeps it together. Sara slips down low. Capucine Viglioli moves on. We'd expect her to do that.
Yeah, for sure. She's really, really strong, and I didn't expect that time with the little pause in the middle, and also a bit of acceleration in the top. Really good.
Yeah, the women's world record currently sits by Ola Miroslav at 6.25. So that's to give you an idea of how close the women are running to that time. And for the men, Vedrik Leonardo, 4.90 is the world record. Matteo, have you beaten the world record in practice?
Still not. I managed to do 4.93 in momentum, but it's my goal for the end of this year.
Oh, right, that is impressive. 4.93 is fast. Right, Natalia Kaluchka on the left, Erika Piscopo from Italy on the right.
And your mark.
Mark is called. We wait for these buzzers. Left foot on the starting pad, right foot on the wall, 2 hands on the starting hold as the women look upwards. And it's a good start from both. Natalia Kaluchka ahead though at the moment, needs to keep it together in the top half of the route. Watch this side to side method she does. Natalia Kaluchka moves forward, but a good run from Erika, perhaps a bit intimidated by this finals pressure.
Today she's not in her best form. She managed to climb 7.8 and 7.7, so yeah, not her day, but speed is like that, so she will keep going.
Yeah, it happens, doesn't it? I mean, as you said, what you can do in practice, so different from when you're standing out there and all the pressure is upon you.
Yeah, it changed everything.
Really does. Such a mind game here. All right, Carla Martinez Vidal on the left, Alice Strocci on the right. Italy really well represented here, as you'd expect in Bologna. We are south of Milan here, and it feels like I've driven from Chamonix to here, and it feels like summer has come back as we hit into mid-Italy. All right, let's see what these women can do.
Ready?
And it's Carla fastest on the left at the beginning. Alice struggling a little now, but she's starting to come back at Carla. Oh, but a big slip from Carla. Alice could win this. She is. Oh no, she slips. Oh, Alice Strocci takes victory.
What a race! What a race! That's speed. Nothing to say.
I mean, look, you think that Alice might have given up down low, and yet you've got to keep climbing, haven't you?
Yeah, that's a thing. So many athletes, mainly juvenile, don't do. So when do the mistakes, they are slow to recover.
Unbelievable. I mean, look, Alice can't believe it. She had her head in her hands. She was very surprised, I think. All right, Beatrice Colli on the left, and I have to shout this out as we're on Epic TV Live. Epic TV athlete Beatrice Colli on the left. And then on the right, Leira, new athlete in terms of speed. You haven't seen much of her.
No, it's my first time.
So she's from Spain on the right, Leia Otano. Let's see what she can do now.
Ready?
It's a good start from Bea there on the left-hand side. Leira, though, keeping in touch. Now she's through. Beatrice Colli will take this if she can hold it together, which she does. I mean, but Beatrice, and immediately taking off that left shoe, that Haglund syndrome, that injury she has.
Yeah. She really annoys him.
And there's a video on Epic TV, in fact, you can watch that. I interviewed Beatrice about that condition she has on her heel. But let's watch that again. She's so strong, especially in the top of the wall.
Yeah, that was a really good race. She was not in her form in Bern, so I'm happy to see her back on her time.
Yeah, she lives outside of Milan, but comes to Milan to train quite a lot.
Yeah, we usually train together, so also the time are a lot different. I'm more near my time from comp and training, but for her the gap is so much larger.
Yeah, she's sort of like coming into herself a little bit. She's maturing a lot, I think, Beatrice. Well, it's good to see her on that form. Right, Julia Randi on the left, Sofia Toluchkina on the right from Ukraine. Big Ukrainian team here. Good to see those guys in action. It's a good start from both. Julia Randi slightly ahead at the moment of Sophia. Julia Randi now pulling ahead. Looks like she's got this, but she had a hesitation at the top as well.
Okay. A little error, yeah, in the top, but also I think she's also in a good form. She lack a bit of not anger, but to be more fiery during the comp.
Does anger help? Because for me, I'd want to hype myself up, but I presume you can get too angry.
Yeah. I try to be calm before the runs, but in my head I'm also like, okay, now I'm gonna do a run. Yeah, I lost speed. That's why I'm here. So it's always to do more and more run every time.
I want to ask you what music you listen to, but I'll ask you in a sec. Right now we're looking at the leaderboard. It's a bit different from the IFSC leaderboard you'll see, and I'll let you know as well who's progressing through to the next round as we go. Matteo, yeah, what music do you listen to as you're warming up?
Maybe just techno, but in the last comp I just use the music only during the warm-up, and then remove the AirPods to enter the comp sounds.
Wow, okay, so that was different for you.
Yeah, I prefer the noise because I'm used to it in training. So
it must feel amazing, that noise, but we'll talk about more about that in a sec. Guillermo Moro on the left, Tobias Plagner on the right. Tobias had a difficult qualifying period. He'll want to do something strong here. And it is a good start from him. Both slipping a bit at the beginning, but Tobias recovered more quickly. But look at Guillaume on the left. Oh, that was so close, Matteo.
What a recovery from Guillaume. I thought he would have win, but Tobias was faster in touching the pad.
Tobias, I mean, you're right. I mean, Guillaume, look at this. Let's see the beginning. That was the slip down low. Both of them had a bit of a slip, Guillaume more. But look at that comeback. Look how fast he is up to the top.
Oh, he missed it.
So maybe lost in the air there.
Yeah, he was maybe too focused to touch the pad and not to do the move.
What a finals this is. Well, if you're watching on YouTube, hello and welcome. If you've got any questions for Matteo, drop us a message. I am looking at the comments on YouTube. So if you want to ask a future Olympian who's sitting next to me in the commentary box, my name's Matt Groom, by the way. If you want to ask him anything, then he's here. Make sure you use this opportunity. Konstantin Pavlenko on the left. Unax van Flameric on the right from Spain. Konstantin, again, part of this Ukraine team. His teammate will be climbing later on. It's a good start from both. Unax is faster at the beginning. Konstantin, look at this. Long arms through the top. And Konstantin with a 5.6. Good run from him.
It was such a good final for him. In training, he's much more good in the first half, but he recovered well. Maybe he took it a bit safe and then finished it well.
Can you see, Matteo, when you look at a run like this, because you know the athletes well, can you immediately tell when they've made a bit of a mistake compared to their style?
Yeah, kinda. Or maybe when they slow a bit, I can find it, yeah.
Yeah, it's so, like, speed is all about those tiny little things, you know, those little subtle differences.
Yeah, just a centimeter on the left with a foot and you lose a decimal in the time.
Oh, it's just, yeah, it's insane. Go and try speed climbing if you haven't already. It's such a good sport. Right, Lucas Knapp on the left, Kevin Amon on the right. And if you're in Bologna, come and try the 24 Levels gym. That's where we're at, and they've got a pretty good speed wall here. I certainly enjoyed watching it. All right, two teammates against each other.
Both really fast.
Lucas has that twist he always does. It's a bit of his routine, but it makes me smile every time I see it. All right, it's a clean start. Lucas Knapp, look at him powering through. Kevin falls down low. He has recovered, but Lucas will take the win.
A good one for him. Lucas got really stronger from the last year. He was on 6-1, 6-0, and managed to, in every comp from the beginning, he managed to do kind of his PB in every comp, in each comp. Amon has a better PB, but he's younger, so an error is acceptable, kind of.
Yeah, I agree. And Kevin as well. Sometimes he's good, sometimes not so much. He's one of those athletes, up and down.
He managed to do an extraordinary 5.35, I think, in Chamonix. That was really, really good because his PB before was 5.5.
Oh, yeah, that's a big difference, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, Daniele on the left, Alessandro on the right. Two of your teammates.
Two Italians for us.
Two Italians in an Italian audience with an Italian co-commentator. We just need some pasta in the commentary box and we're finished with the Italian. Here we go, next round.
Ready?
Is a good start from both men, but Daniele is quickest. But watch this from Alessandro. He slips down low. I think Daniele is going to keep it. But Alessandro looked like he was coming back.
Yeah, on the curves, Daniele was stronger right now. But I'm really happy for Alessandro because he got an injury to the knee twice in the last year, and also a problem with his wrist. So he's recovering really well.
Yeah, it's good to see him back. Injuries, especially with speed, I mean, it can make all the difference.
And now he wants to put also the Tomoa, so maybe we will see another tall guy who do the Tomoa right after a Ludo.
Yeah, because most tall guys go left, don't they? The traditional style, rather than the Tomoa.
The Tomoa is for sure faster.
Yeah, no, and we're seeing that, I think, as things progress.
Ludo taking like an half second with the Tomoa and the Chinese move, so...
Yeah, I think it's the writings on the wall. I think we know now. Right, Jaroslav Tash on the left, Linus Bada on the right. And keep an eye on Jaroslav. He's in good form, and he has a really interesting way of climbing, a good flow to his style, usually. I've probably cursed him now.
Really, really clean.
Super clean. Hopefully that number card won't slow him down, creating a bit of wind resistance there. Oh, but a bit of a hesitation from him, but he did well to recover from that. Jaroslav Tash just in the end. Not a perfect run from him.
Yeah, good one. Maybe a safe one. He was safe on the start with a not slow, but pretty slow reaction time, and then take his way.
Yeah, you could see him sort of hesitate and then get going, but he did pull it back. He recovered very well.
Yeah, the first run is really difficult to take, so it was good. It was good.
So he kept it together. Just look at the time; it's pretty close. There's athletes all around us right now. Carla's just walked over from Spain, and it's great. Our commentary box is right near the athletes area, so it's
she's
cool to
really
see.
strong, doing spin just from 2 years, and she always sends me videos of her training and managed to do 7-1.
No way!
Yeah.
Wow, that is
she's really, really strong. Just
very,
have
very
to
close.
get a bit of flow.
Well, it will come. This is this Olympic year, so it's important. Right, Marco Rontini on the left, Andrea Bottolotto on the right. I said it right. I've messed it up all day. Here we go.
Ready?
And it's good from both athletes, but Andrea was ahead, now slips. Marco Rontini will take this, and he does easily.
Good run from Marco. This was a close race because Marco needs a bit of time to get in the right time. So it was not that easy for him.
So he's one of those athletes who needs to warm up to a finals.
I still have to know when he go fast or not.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's difficult.
So you can't see it.
Yeah.
Do you sometimes know, especially with a teammate, if someone's in a good performance that day? Can you see it in their eyes?
Kinda. Yeah.
All right, Luca on the left, Lawrence Bodenstoffer on the right.
My little brother.
Not actually, right?
No, not actually. No.
This is climbing little brother.
Yeah.
So is he someone you've coached a lot?
Kinda. Also, he's doing speed for 2-3 years. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Luca Robbiati on the left from
He's
Italy.
really strong. Let's see
what he can do. Will the pressure get to him?
Ready?
Well, it's clean for both of them. Luca slightly ahead, but Lawrence coming back at him. Lawrence slipping, then Luca slipping, then Lawrence slipping. Luca might take this just. Oh, Matteo, that must have scared you.
Yeah, so much. It was a good one for him, but he wanted to put that foot so fast on the hold and missed it. It's an error when you feel the not enemy, the other guy here you, so you're trying to accelerate, and that got you an error for the 80% of the chance.
Oh, such a good. I mean, he turned the top dyno. If we look in a minute,
Yeah, he finished
into
with
a
the
static.
Indonesian guy.
Yeah, he just
Indonesian move. Yeah.
stood, stood and touched it. Well, it's exciting stuff so far. We're coming to the end of the men's run. Last race, Adriano Eghi on the left, Matteo Garnier on the right. So, Adriano, Italy versus France, and Team France as well. They're so strong at the moment.
Yeah, and they have such a clean run, each of them. Yeah.
So this is going to be a tight race.
Ready?
Oh, it's Adriano slightly ahead, but Matteo is coming now. Adriano might take this in the air. Oh, hello. That's a draw? I have never seen that happen. Have you seen that in a competition?
Never.
That is crazy. Surely not. That is absolute. Honestly, that does not happen in speed climbing competitions at all. That you can't separate it.
No, I don't know.
Sure.
I think they have to redo the race.
Yeah, I don't even know the rules. I mean,
I think that's a PB for both of them. Wow.
that is
just wow.
That is crazy.
Adriano was higher, but it was lower in pressing the pad. Marceau recovered there, and wow.
Yeah, I mean, the judges are talking about. Everyone's talking about it.
Let's see what they will do. I think they will redo the run.
Yeah, because they can't both go through, obviously. So, wow.
Like a both fall.
I think it's really funny. We're sitting here just off your screen, and as you can see, the athletes are talking about that. The coaches are talking about it. Absolutely incredible moment. Well, there we go. We'll work out what happens in a sec. Right now, we'll look at the results, and the times are still there. 5.650. Everyone is taking pictures of this, including me, because you do not see this happen very often. Wow. Well,
okay. I think they will redo the run.
Okay, so we think they're going to go again right now. I wonder if they break and do the women's round, then the men. We'll have to see.
I think at least 5 minutes for sure.
You've got to have a rest, right? Because they'll be tired. Well, there we go. Those are the judges. I'm sure they're not Instagramming the moment, but I'm going to in a second, so
sure.
check it out. Yeah, the judges are having a pretty unique situation. It's one of those rules that's in the rules, but I've never really bothered to look at it because you don't expect it to happen.
There's such a close gap in that, yeah.
Yeah, well, there we go. Something I haven't seen before. But now we'll wait for the women's round. Alexandra Kaluchka, Sofia Bellassini will be up first for the women. There might be a bit of a pause here while they sort it all out. And do remember, my name is Matt Groom and I'm joined by Matteo Zaloni in the commentary box. So if you have questions for Matteo, if you have questions in Italian as well, in fact, there is a question in Italian. So Matteo, I'll let you read that one.
Oh, it's just a...
Silly question. Silly
Yeah,
question.
silly
There we
question.
go. Well, fair enough.
From one of them.
Oh, right. Fair enough. Well, thank you for your question. I couldn't read it. I'm glad it wasn't somewhere really terrible, but luckily we're okay. So in the background, you can see the athletes warming up. That is the 24 levels gym, called 24 levels. There aren't quite 24 levels, but there are a lot of levels here, as you can see. There's a 24-meter lead route on the left, which it's so big that the qualifying routes had to stop about a third of the way up.
Halfway the middle, kind of.
Yeah, well, we're looking at it now. So as you can see, the top hole pretty much on your screen, that is the top, but the wall itself carries on for another sort of, well, what, 15 minutes?
I tried to climb it, and just a 6B was so much harder than every other route.
Well, look, we're looking at it now. Yeah, I agree with you. If I was climbing anything above 6B, nah, I think I'll stick to bouldering at that point. Do you have to train a lot of endurance as a speed climber? I mean, do you do much sort of lead climbing training?
No, never. I just do it sometimes. If I find a route I like, I want to try it, but just for fun, yeah. Also boulder, maybe more in the winter.
Because you don't really need super strong fingers for lead. It's a different set of muscles, right?
Before I was a leader. Leader and boulder, and I was really strong on the little
crimps.
Yeah. And now, when I try to do boulder, I forgot that I'm not training anymore my finger. So sometimes I risk to injure myself.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
We have an
Because
Olympics here.
I'm strong on crimps, and then maybe it's not a good idea.
That's really funny, actually. So, look, tell me about the Olympics, because you've qualified now. So, in terms of pressure, it must feel so good, because you don't need to do any more competitions. You're done. You've qualified.
Yeah, I will do, because I love to do competition. For sure, next year I'm gonna do the World Cups just before the Olympics, and just to have a bit of fun and not to lose the right mind.
And I think our official, by the way, is telling the women here they'll have to wait, because I think we're going to rerun the men's race
and,
first.
They will go.
Yeah, so he's just telling.
We risk to have a similar situation in Chamonix with so many runs with just 1 millimeter. Yeah.
That's true, yeah. But I mean, we're down to thousandths of a second here. It's pretty crazy. That's still a draw.
You remember Jun Yasukawa in the small final against
this year?
No Samsa, yeah.
Yeah, go on, remind me.
No Samsa stopped and they recovered in the end, and they did the 5-3,
Oh, yes.
3-1, 5-3-3-2, yeah.
Yeah, but that was a crazy, crazy race.
Such a recover.
Look, they're reading the rule book here. This is how bizarre this situation is. So, I mean, look, our judges know a lot about judging, of course, but it's a massive rule book. They have to check these things, and it's so rare that this happens.
Yeah.
And I think it's all they're probably seeing how much time you have to give the athlete, because it will obviously affect the next step as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So I presume that's what they're doing. I'm trying to read their minds here. And they are, as we can see, talking to everyone.
Okay, yeah, they're preparing themselves.
Okay.
Yep.
So I think there was perhaps just some clarification going on, but looks like the decision's been made. So we'll rerun again. There is one of our judges walking back, the athletes getting ready. So we will rerun that crazy, crazy race, the final race, which will be Adriano versus Macho. Masso on the right of your screen there in all black. Both of these men, the reason we're redoing this is both of them got exactly the same score, which doesn't happen very often.
Let's see if they can redo such a thing.
If they do, I mean, €1,000,000 euros on the line here.
Maybe a black hole will start to...
It would be the end of speed. That would be it.
Yeah.
We couldn't carry on, frankly. That'd be done.
Let's see.
Let's see. Adriano on the left, Matteo on the right.
They both seem happy.
Yeah, I mean, you can't say much about it, can you? I mean, you both fought hard, you got the same score, let's go again.
Ready?
Well, they're off clean. This time, Adriano is ahead, but he slips. So Marceau will run away with it in the end. Oh, a bit of an anticlimax eventually.
Yeah.
But Marceau takes victory, so France will progress. And now we will move on to the women's comp.
Hesitation in the first half, but after the mistake of Adriano, he followed and finished the race.
Yeah, well, there we go. Situation resolves itself.
Yeah, they're both happy.
Marceau will move on after that slip from Adriano. Let's see the replay. So Adriano was way ahead at that point.
Yeah,
and then
it was such a good one.
It's a funny slip to get his foot on the hold as well.
Yeah, he anticipated. It's a mistake when you want to go so fast, so you trying to push before the foot is on the hold.
Okay.
So you kind of touch it or totally miss the hold.
So a bit of anticipation there, causing him to slip.
I got that mistake in the first final run in Bern with Bassa. I was doing such a fast run and I was happy with it, and tried to anticipate the foot and missed. Fortunately managed to press as first. But
I need to go back and watch this again.
my heart skipped right there.
I bet it did. Well, listen, Ben has asked a question on Epic TV, and I will answer that in a second. But first of all, we're going to watch this race. Alexandra Kluchka on the left, Sofia Bellassini on the right. It is the second semi-final, I guess we're at now already.
Ready?
Goal from both women. Alexandra ahead. Sophia slips and falls, but she's recovered. Not a perfect run from Alexandra either, but she will win this.
Yeah.
Sophia eventually falling.
Yeah. It was really a difficult time to get. Also with an error, the gap between Alexandra and Sofia was so much large.
So it wasn't going to happen there. Yeah, so Matteo, Ben asks, is there anyone you're worried about or looking forward to racing in the Olympics? Now, we haven't had all the qualifiers, but is there anyone that you're scared of getting in? Who's your biggest rival, do you think, at the moment?
I'm not scared about people. Not because I know I'm strong, but because I'm happy to go against stronger people.
You want to race the fastest?
Yeah. I still have to do my run with Leonardo.
Ah, okay.
Tried to ask him about some running training, but never got it.
Okay, well, there we go. Leonardo could be the one then. All right, Lison Gautron on the left, Capucine Biglioni on the right. Two teammates will face off as we approach our small final and big final here.
They have similar time, so it will be a really good run.
Yeah, this is going to be close here. And Lison, as you were saying, really good today. Let's see if she can find something here. Both neck and neck. Capucine was pulling ahead, keeps it together in the top. It's going to be close. Capucine takes it. Another race that was back and forth a little bit.
I think that race was more on the start. Gatron was, it was seeable slower in the first half and then get a really good flow. It could have win and she did also a good time. I think PB for Capucine.
Oh yeah, almost 7 dead. Great time from her. Ben on Epic TV is saying, thank you for answering, and he's looking forward to that run with Leonardo. So I can't wait to see it as well. That was the top. Good time from Capucine. Right, Natalia Kluchka. Kluchka sister number 2 on the left, Alice Strocci on the right. Alice, someone you would have trained with quite a lot, Italian teammate.
Yeah.
Ooh. It's going to be close, this.
Alice has nothing to lose, so she just have to push.
It's true, she is facing one of the best, isn't it? It might as well just put everything on the line. Let's see what Natalia can do. Elisa on the right.
Ready?
Clean start, but a big slip there. So Natalia Kluchka will take this. She slowed things right down. Doesn't want to fall. She doesn't. Good run from Natalia. You could see her just slow things down a little bit.
Yeah, the mistake was kind of not predictable, but so facing a girl who do 2 seconds less than your PB, you have to risk it all.
Yeah, you just got to go for it, haven't you? And she did slip.
We can't blame her.
No. And we are seeing lots of young athletes at this event especially coming through. Do you still feel like, I mean, you're super young yourself. I mean, we keep talking, I mean, you've just come from the youth scene, really. But you're now an Olympian. Do you feel that sort of like leadership now within the team?
Not that much. I'm kind of taking the same as before. Yeah, I'm just Matteo, the one they know before. They also before I was also strong. Like now, it's just a title I get, but
yeah. No, absolutely, man. Well, Beatrice Colli on the left, Julia Randi on the right. Oh, this is going to be a good one. This could be anyone's. Who
Italian
can keep
final.
it together?
Yeah.
Ready?
So it is close at the moment. Beatrice maybe slightly ahead, but then she pauses. Julia Randi coming back. She slips. Beatrice takes it in. Yeah, another back and forth race.
We saw this race so many times in Italy because those are the 2 fastest girls and they have a bit of gap from the others. And yeah.
And Beatrice always looks a bit disappointed when she has a race like that. She's mentally hard on herself.
She just won the perfect run.
Yeah.
But I think it's a thing she could
work on, improve?
Yeah.
Jeanne Havel, who's been very active, has asked, does a speed climber notice when the other one slips? So if your opponent falls off, is that in your brain or not?
Maybe you can't know if it's a fall or just a mistake. So I usually continue my run till I know after that.
Okay, but you can see it happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
you can sense it.
Yes. Oh, that's
It's
better.
a presence. It's not more near you.
Yeah,
so-
makes sense. All right, Tobias Plagner on the left, Konstantin Pavlenko on the right. Austria versus Ukraine in our next round. First round for the men, I should say. And we're off. Big slips on the right. They're all from everyone. What is going on here? Well, we're trying to keep... Konstantin is going to take this. Matteo, I couldn't keep track. My eyes were left and right and left and right.
Yeah, it was a continue. Tobias first, then Pavlenko, then Tobias.
And Cannawall, I mean, to me, it's got a little bit hotter in here. Like, it feels warmer in the gym.
Yeah.
Will that make a difference in terms of slipping, or do you like it a little bit warmer?
I prefer colder. Yeah. Just to not get sweaty and all the things.
True. Yeah, I mean, it's the same. You don't want sweat on your fingers, obviously.
Yeah.
But, yeah, maybe that's causing... Because we're seeing a lot more slips at the moment in the last...
I don't think it's the climate. Just a bit of anxiety, yeah.
Yeah, the pressure of the moment. All right, Lucas Knapp on the left, Daniele Balestrazzi. Did I say it right?
Yeah, I know the PB of Daniele, so it can be a close race.
Okay, there we go. Matteo is... oh, he's sitting very still next to me, but he's leaning forward, nervously watching this. It's exciting stuff. Lucas with that twist turn, as usual.
Ready.
Good start from both men. Daniele ahead at the moment. He had a slip down low, recovered. Lucas is coming back, but Daniele takes it. Great race from Daniele there. I mean,
Yeah, he managed to go on the wall even with the slip in the Tomoa. Maybe he pushed so much that he didn't need the friction on the wall.
that was a big slip actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
that right foot coming out.
He has so much raw power, and if he can get a clean prosecution, he might be a really, really strong foe.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's getting closer and closer to the finals here tonight as well, so Italy would like to be on that podium. Yaroslav Tash on the left, Marco Rottini on the right. Let's see what Yaroslav can do. He had a bit of an issue in the first race, not his cleanest.
He looks calmer now.
Yeah, he looks like he's put it behind him a little bit.
Ready.
Well, it's good from both climbers. Marco ahead at the moment. Yaroslav needs to find something at the top, and he might do, and he does. 5.4. Yaroslav came back there.
Yeah, what a fast run from Marco. The first half was so much fast. He was higher than Kat. I know he has a slower ending, but it could have been really a good time. He tried to accelerate also in the part he's a bit not better, and the mistakes eventually came.
Because there, Marco was ahead, and then that last bit, Yaroslav came back at him.
A really good time to go along with the comp.
Yeah, absolutely right. Luca Robbiati on the left, Marceau Garnier on the right. Marceau, part of that crazy race we saw earlier where we saw a draw, which doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. But we saw it here. So really cool moment there. Go back and watch that if you missed it. Luca Matteo's prodigy, let's say, coming here on the left. Let's see what he can do.
Ready.
Well, both off clean. Luca slightly ahead at the moment. Marceau coming back at him, though. It's going to be Luca in the air.
A really good run. I'm happy with Luca because he do a clean one. And also Marceau did, I think, his PB, so...
And hard for Marceau because he ran 3 times instead of twice.
Yeah.
So maybe a bit of fatigue for him.
I don't know. I think I maybe would like to do one more round. Yeah.
I guess you get to show again how good you are in that run.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool to get that out of the way.
In training, I kind of do like 30 runs. So
30 runs? 3-0?
3-0.
Oh my gosh. In how long? How many hours does that take?
No, not more than 3 hours.
Oh my God, Matteo, I never want to train with you ever. It sounds exhausting.
Just in winter.
Okay.
So you can train with me in summer.
Oh, thank God for that. Yeah, I'll do that instead.
In January, I managed to do my PB at the 13th run.
No, on the last run you got your
Yeah, on the
PB.
last run.
Oh my goodness, you're so you say you don't train endurance, but that is endurance. 30 runs.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, there's our crowd here in the stadium. Really, really cool to see them, and they're also up on the top level, standing watching this speed comp. So hello to everyone in Bologna. Where are you? Come down and watch us. Tomorrow is the lead competition taking place at 10 a.m. I think Central European time for the semi-finals, and then I think about 4:30 in the afternoon for the finals. And that will take place on the enormous lead wall on the left of your screen. There it is. So the athletes will be climbing that wall. It stops, as you can see there, where it says top at the moment. You can see how much more room the setters have, but we have limits to the amount
It's
of...
enormous.
It's enormous, ridiculous. Look at it.
There's like
Still going.
5-6 meters from the top of the speed wall.
The camera sort of had to take a double take there because it was just so big it had to keep going. Incredible wall. So you can come and climb on that in a commercial setting, but it won't be quite that tall for the competition tomorrow because there's limits to how much the route setters can
You
set.
know how much the meters are?
It's 100 moves. I'm pretty sure is
okay,
kind of the limit, so it depends on that. I think you have to really stretch them out to do that.
You should put some jumps
Yeah,
to get to the top.
They'd have to dyno like meters at a time for that one. It's I mean, some of the routes almost stop halfway up it. So yeah, but that's tomorrow. Right now we're on the speed, and we're moving on to the next round. Now the athletes will be presented to the audience again. Matteo, what's this moment like? Because it's quite strange to come out and say hello again. Does it feel good that moment when you walk out and the crowd sort of are clapping and appreciating you?
Yeah, I really like that moment. It kind of gives you more power. Yeah, I kind of for the first time get it in Bern during the last run because before I was too focused, and it took me.
Like it gave you energy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Because the atmosphere for that final bit was crazy. You know, Bern was a packed stadium. You said to me before that it changed the way you were feeling. Like, how much does the crowd affect your performance when you're out there?
during the comp, I was really focused, so I kind of managed just to see the faces of the one I know when I exit. Just watching the Aldo and Stanislao faces just to get a bit of approbation, and it reassured me, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And the explosion of everything when you end a race, it get the moment so much better.
It's good to hear you describe it, because certainly when I watch it, I get that excitement. It's impossible not to with speed because there's so many emotions out there. And also the release, you know, when you're finished climbing and you're done, it must feel incredible to do what you had to do to not fall off. Do you feel that relief?
Yeah, I can feel it. I had it in the final when Jimbao did the full start.
Mm-hmm.
So in fact, it took a bit to them to tell me that I can redo the race.
Which I'm glad you did, because that was amazing to see.
So all the focus went away. I would have loved that Jimbao didn't do that full start. I would have taken happily also a second place.
Yeah. You had the Olympic ticket at that point.
Yeah,
it was done.
But I wanted that.
Yeah.
Also because I wanted the 4 to break the 5 wall.
How do you mean? Sorry.
I wanted to do 4 in the final.
Oh, I see. You wanted to get I see. Sub 5 second time.
Yeah, because I had nothing to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Someone can say you can become the world champion. I know, but in that exact moment, I had the ticket for the Olympics, and I kinda put away the.
Yeah, you did.
The
Winning
gold
wasn't
medal.
as important for you.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were there, because that would have been cool.
I felt in me that I could have get the gold anyway with a good run. But if it didn't end well, I wouldn't be that sad.
No. Plus, you would have got a sub 5 second time. That would have been
Exactly.
amazing.
Also above sub 5, maybe a faster for him, but I will be.
You're just writing your script here, aren't you? Well, we are waiting here for the athletes, I think, to be announced for the next round, where we decide the small final and big final. That's what we're waiting for as we move into the semi-final here. In fact, they are being introduced. So Alexandra Kaluchka, the first athlete onto the stage. She comes on, there she is, looking happy to be there. Capucine runs on as well.
Let's see if we can see a sub 7.
A sub, that would be cool.
Sub 7 from the France, yeah.
Yeah, Ola Miroslav, who is not here at this round.
Till now we have just the Polish girl. Bea managed to do a sub 7, but she kind of didn't accept it because it was with a true blue autobelay.
Okay. Why is that different, a true blue one?
It kind of gets you faster.
Because the true blue can't keep up with you, right? It's too slow.
No, this one just follow you.
Okay.
True blue in the just after the Tomoa kinda get you a bit of power.
Ah, okay.
Then it just follow.
Because
but
it has
if
to
you
catch
can,
up.
If you can get that time to push, you can go so much faster.
It's I never thought about it, because you're so right. Because when an if you do a jump, an auto belay has to catch up, and there might be that moment as you're jumping that it pulls you.
In one of the last Italian Cup in Reggio Emilia near here, there were the true blue. I was so much in a good form, and due to that I pushed too much on the wall and didn't manage to do anything. And right after the comp, not easily, but I managed to do a 4.9.
Okay.
Didn't push him for a 4.9.
So it does make a big difference. Yeah. And we should say that in a World Cup speed record, there are lots of rules to this. There's certain auto belay systems you can't use.
Just the true descent.
Yeah, and this system up here on our wall is the correct way of doing it, just to qualify it.
And I hope they will get also the friction for the wall.
Consistent. Yeah. I agree with you. Because somewhere like Korea, which was a new wall, we saw so many world records.
Yeah.
And it's great, but we need them to be consistent throughout.
I can understand the weather, but
yeah. No, I think I genuinely agree with you. I mean, the problem is, I guess, is that friction can change, and you lose friction on a wall, and to replace a wall every year is financially expensive. But
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's.
I think we can get it.
Yeah, I think so too. Or closer, for sure.
Like in athletic, with the friction of the.
Yeah, because in athletics it does change a bit, but not that much.
There's a gap. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. That would be good in the future. All right, so the athletes are being announced here. Oh, sorry. We're having a moment of silence now. So a moment of silence before our final starts. I got caught out by the Italian on the announcements there, so apologies if I spoke at the beginning of that one.
Yeah, then I'll ask about the reason.
So semi-finals time here.
We can hear the roar from all the fans and the parents of the contest.
Yeah, it's a really good atmosphere actually in here at the moment. Yeah. Nice to see it. There's a barbecue outside.
Yeah.
I walked out and made the mistake of smelling the barbecue, and
Oh,
it was
no.
very silly. Silly thing to do. I'm now starving hungry. So that will come later.
They could get us some sausages.
They should,
Yeah,
frankly.
yeah.
They really should. Maybe someone will listen and send us sausages. Who knows? But that's for after the competition. Right now, we're in the last couple of athletes here. And do remember, if you're listening or joining us on YouTube, you can ask us questions on the live chat or send Matteo a message on Instagram. Perhaps his Instagram has exploded. We haven't got that many questions coming in, just people wanting this run with Leonardo. So I want to see this run with Leonardo as well. If it was you versus Leonardo, right? Perfect conditions, who would win?
I don't really know because I don't know my current limit. I think that I don't know if it's arrogance, but I'm sure I can go really faster than what I managed to do in comp or other things.
I don't think it's. I think you have to have arrogance. I think to do what you
Yeah,
do,
yeah.
you have to be arrogant. Otherwise,
Yeah, for sure.
you know, you got. It's like a boxer. If you go into a boxing match thinking you're not going to win, you're not going to win.
It's just my mind that kind of take me away from saying it. But in my mind, I also say, yeah, I can do it.
Yeah, you have to
I'm
believe
sure.
you're the best in the
Yeah,
world. Otherwise, why are you doing this? You know, I think that's good. And I think what I like about speed climbing is athletes are more willing to talk about that. Sometimes in lead and boulder, you know, people don't like talking about that feeling of being better than someone.
Yeah.
In speed, I think you have to have that mentality. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure about that because when I did the 493, the second half was really fast, but the first half I managed to go faster in many other races. So the perfect run we can know, but also from Leonardo.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, he is not slow, is he? Let's be honest. The current world record holder with a 4.90. Right, Alexander Kaluchka versus Capucine Biglioni. This is for a place in the finals or small finals. Therefore, whoever loses this will get to run again, but it won't be for that gold and silver place. It will be for the bronze or fourth place.
Now the gap is smaller, so just a mistakes and you're out.
Big moment there for these athletes. Let's see what happens.
Ready?
Well, it is clean from both, and look how close this is at the moment. Alexandra slightly ahead. Capucine struggling at the top. Alexandra takes it.
It could have been maybe, I don't know, but it could have been maybe a sub-7 for the French girl.
Ooh.
She did a really good Tomoa, stopped in the middle, and then recovered a bit. The last mistakes was big, so
She's getting better and better, isn't she, Capucine? Like, people
Yeah.
keep talking about her being the next one to watch at the moment. And it was a good run. Yeah, that was... she had hesitation there as well.
and the top.
Yeah. And Alexandra, though, she moves forward into the finals. Capucine in the
With
small
a
final.
really good time.
She's so quick at the moment. And Alexandra Kaluchka, her sister, is now on, and Patricia Colli on the right. So this is going to be a big race.
Let's see.
Can the Italian crowd lift Patricia?
They already did a race together in Villars, so
Yeah, and it was a good race as well. So let's see what can happen here. Both a very similar sort of routine in the beginning as well. Oh, absolute neck and neck. Good start from Patricia. Natalia now starting to come away. It's all going to be about the final of this. And it is going to be Natalia. Patricia comes second.
yeah. Beatrice stopped at the end of the Tomoa, and I think she lost a lot of acceleration there. If you manage to do 0 stop at that little foot, you can get the acceleration you want till the top.
And the Tomoa start, you know, we're seeing it here, this skip to that hold.
Yeah.
And then the little pause. It looks easy on camera, but people reckon it's about maybe a 7A boulder move. You know, who knows what that is. But what's hard about it is carrying on, isn't it? Once you've made it.
It's to get in the right order all the moves. And it's a thing I find difficult to teach to my athletes.
How many athletes do you coach? Do you coach a lot?
I just trained the one in my gym.
Okay.
And this year I get one in the national team.
Nice. Congratulations. This is future coach and future Olympian. Right, Konstantin Pavlenko on the left, Daniele Balestrasi on the right from Italy. This is for a place in the final or small final. Well, both neck and neck with Daniele slips. Konstantin will take this, and he does. Matteo, you saw that almost before he did it. You could see he made a mistake.
Yeah, I see that he wanted to go really fast, and that foot just went away on the wall.
It was so interesting. Yeah, Matteo next to me literally went, "Oh no!" before he almost made the mistake. It's like you could see it happening in the moment. That was really interesting. You're so experienced in terms of seeing movement.
Well, yeah.
I mean, obviously you do this 30 times in a session, so we'd expect you to.
Also teaching the little guys helped me with that, to see the little movements and also improve my speed.
Okay. And thank you so much, by the way, to Nazir on YouTube, saying that she's really, or he's saying, I can't see, he or she's saying that you're really enjoying the stream. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate that. And any questions you'd like, do send them through. And I hope you're enjoying things
Another
here.
interesting run.
Yeah, this is your prodigy here. Luca Robiati on the right, Yaroslav Tash on the left. All clean from both. Luca slips though. Yaroslav is going to take this. He powers through, and a 5.3. Great time from Yaroslav.
Wow. Yaroslav, I think Yaroslav know that Luca can do low times. In fact, he pushed that one.
So again, you reacted before Luca even fell. What did you see Luca do wrong? What was the mistake?
I can sense it, kind of.
Okay. Well, let's see the replay. Maybe you can point it out. So where was the moment where he started going wrong? There, it was a slip.
He put not enough pressure on the wall. When you kind of do the Tomoa skip fast, you try not just to focus on the holds, but you have to focus more on the friction on the wall. Okay. It's a thing I'm working on right now. I managed to do it in Bern, just to get a safe grip in it and then explode out of it.
Okay.
Not doing it fast from the beginning, but take a good grip to be faster then.
And people who don't know what a smear is, it's you literally just using your rubber on the wall, not on a hold.
Exactly.
So you need good climbing shoes, obviously, to do that. Soft climbing shoes.
Yeah.
Okay. And how do you train that? Are you literally on a surface just kind of running up and down the wall?
Yeah, you kind of do it. I learned to climb a slippery wall before Salt Lake. And I changed my Tomoa. Just put the foot higher and put a bit more weight on it, and use more also the hands.
Wow, it's that. So literally, I mean, how much higher? Are we talking like a lot?
A lot higher.
Okay.
Yeah. Usually, we can point to the speed. I put the foot right under the third hold. Like 1 meter down and a bit on the left, on the lane.
Yeah.
On the slippery wall, I put on the right, just below the third hold.
So you did it for a slippery wall, but do you now do it for every wall?
No.
Or just slippery walls?
Just slippery wall.
Oh, wow. So how do you work out if it's slippy? Is it just a feel thing?
Yeah, right now, yeah.
So you literally go and touch it with your hands or feet or what?
I don't think too much about it.
Uh-huh.
I just to do a kind of safe. I trained that one also on a good wall. Kind of do it a bit slow and with a good foot on the wall and then pushing.
Because at most IFSC events, the practice is the only time you get to use the wall, right? And it's scheduled. You don't get endless runs on it. It's hard. Right, Patricia Colli is up next. Capucine Viglioni. This is for the small final, so third or fourth place.
Good run here.
Yeah, this is going to be tight, isn't it?
We have both 7-0 PB from today.
All right, Patricia taking her time walking on there. A little mind game maybe. And Capucine enters and she's underway. Patricia will want to take this and she will take her time as well. This is some mind games going on. Beatrice slowing things down to her pace here.
Before I hit that thing, but right now I get slower as my as my friend on the other lane.
It's part of the game. It really is. Like, this is what makes speed climbing so good. This is why I love it so much. All right, here we go. Capucine on the left, Beatrice on the right. Italian audience would love to see her win here. Can she get it done? Well, it is a good start. Capucine is ahead, though. Beatrice coming back at her now. It's absolutely neck and neck. It's going to be one in the air. Oh, Capucine takes it. Under 7 seconds.
We talked about it, and it happened. A 6.93 for Capucine. Her PB, how we can see it from her face and from the explosion of the crowd. And a really, really good time from Beatrice on the...
Yeah, I mean, she got 7.02.
Yeah, on the right wall, it's her PB.
Wow. I mean, that's a PB and a sub-7 PB.
She did a really good half section and then lost in the top. It was just the press of the button. They were...
It was neck and neck,
the
wasn't
same. I want a 6-2 here.
Oh.
Or at least a 6-3. They can't.
All right, Matteo has demanded it, so we're going to see it happen here. Capucine is in front of us as well. She's getting lots of hugs. Brilliant from her. Congratulations to all the athletes. But right now, this is it. First and second place. Whew, I'm nervous, man.
Yeah.
I really am. Alexandra on the left, Natalia on the right.
At your mark.
How many rounds did they do together?
Oh, I mean, so many, right? They train together, they travel together.
Ready?
Well, at the moment, it's Alexandra slightly ahead of Natalia. Natalia might come back at her, though. Alexandra is going to take this. She does.
6-5.
6-5? Whoa.
She slowed a bit in the top. I don't know if she felt her sister behind. It could have been faster. I think, yeah, it's her PB. Yeah, it's her PB.
That is super strong.
Because it was 6-4 for Natalia and Alexandra 6-5 something, not clear 6-5. So yeah, a really good run.
Really good run, 6-5, wow.
We could have expected the first and second place.
Yeah, I think so. If you had written it on paper, there was a bit of a slip at the top there.
Yeah.
Big slip there, nearly let it go. Well, the women's comp has finished. So Alexandra Kaluchka wins. Congratulations to her. Natalia Kaluchka in second place. Capucine Viglioni third. Beatrice Colli fourth. That is the women's results. Men's coming up next. And we're near the end. The last couple of races here for the speed round of the Continental Cup. Here in Bologna.
I think we can see two kind of different styles from the two sisters. We have a bit cleaner race from Natalia and a more fiercer from Alexandra. We could have seen it also in Bern. Mm-hmm. She kind of seemed angry when she climbed the wall.
Yeah, it's a different styles they have, isn't it? Right, well, who do you pick here? Daniele versus Luca. I mean, Luca is the one you've coached and brought up a lot.
Their PB are near, so we can't expect anything.
Who knows? Here we go, but two Italians. One of them will take third anyway.
At your mark. Ready?
That's a good start from both. Daniele is ahead at the moment. Luca starting to come back at him though, and he is coming back. Oh, so close.
What a time from Daniele. It's his PB, and I didn't expect it.
So many PBs.
He was really high in till the middle. I thought that Luca maybe could have catched up in the
I thought so. He was
half,
coming back, wasn't
he? He did a really good ending. I think it's his best ending, and I'm happy. Look at them.
What is going on here? So many PBs, almost world records. I mean, let's see this again.
Yeah, it was clearly above. Robbiati managed to get a bit the gap. In fact, it was just a 5 centimes of seconds. Very good.
Yeah, crazy race here. Well, two more teammates in the final, two Ukrainians, Konstantin Pavlenko, Yaroslav Tash.
Let's see if we can get a PB or a national record for them.
Would be cool, wouldn't it? Let's see.
Also, them got really, really stronger. Skach was strong also the other years with 5-4, 5-5. But managed to do 5-2, and also Pavlenko and another the teammate Ilchichin, who's really younger but also really, really stronger. All the three of them can climb on 5-3.
Yeah,
really,
they're good, this Ukraine team. You
yeah,
know,
a really good team.
where Daniel Boldyrev sort of left off, now we're seeing the new guys come through. It's cool to see.
New generation.
New generation, yeah.
At your mark.
So, Konstantin on the left, Yaroslav on the right.
Ready.
That's a good start from both men. Yaroslav had that little pause, but look at him come back now as we near the top. Yaroslav takes victory.
What I say, the 5-3 for both of them.
Yes, true, you called it.
Skach, I don't know if it took safe the start or just Pavlenko did it so much fast.
Well, he seemed to have that
What a
pause
final
again.
race.
You know, that little hesitation
Yeah,
from him.
he completely got his opponent in the second half. With a more clean race.
Really, really cool as we
We can
watch
see
this.
Pavlenko a bit higher. He recovered it and then get it in the top.
Oh, 5.3.
He was hesitating a bit in touching the pad. He could have lost there.
So he could have gone a bit faster, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, in a minute, we'll try to find our finalists to interview them. We've got the podiums coming up, which we'll stay with. Matteo, would you mind if you go off and see if you can find
I'm gonna get
Yaroslav?
them.
See if they're up for it. Oh, what a race that was. What a way to finish things off here. We'll try to get the winners into the commentary box. So bear with us. Matteo is wandering through the crowd trying to get the athletes here. So give us a couple of minutes and we'll return in a minute. And I hope you'll agree with me that that was a very exciting last round there for both the men and the women. Jan is saying on YouTube on the Farsi channel, we're on Farsi and we're on Epic TV. What an awesome final from Jan Havel. Yes, it was indeed. Totally agree with you. And the action doesn't stop here in Bologna at the 24 levels gym. We've got the lead tomorrow, so the qualification for that was earlier on today. And then the semi-finals will be tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Central European time. And you can watch that on the YouTube channel for Epic TV or for Farsi. So I have been told... Well, I have been joined by Alexander Klitschko. Alexander, well, look, we're on camera.
Okay.
So, first of all, let's sit up looking very straight. Congratulations. What a race. I'm going to look at you because it's a bit weird if I look at that camera. What a race against your sister. What's it like racing your sister? I've always wanted to ask you because you must know her so well.
Honestly, I think that I don't care about my opponents, so I wanted to do my best, and I'm really satisfied with my results, my time, so I'm really happy.
It was a great final. How did it go for you? Did it all feel good out there on the wall?
Yeah, I think that it was so fast, and I'm trying yesterday, so I felt so strong and fast. So I'm really grateful that I showed it. So.
And I wanted to talk to you about the upcoming competitions? Because obviously everyone is trying to qualify for the Olympics. It's an exciting time. Like, how are you feeling about that whole process?
I'm a bit stressed, but in the World Championship I was so close to win the semi-final. But now I wanted to focus only on myself and only on my runs. Don't care about the result or don't care about the getting a ticket. So it's my goal to the Rome.
And Rome is your next opportunity to get that. Is that why you came and climbed here today? Because you're trying to get more practice for that competition?
Yes, I wanted to run the European athletes, so it's step by step, and I think that it's pay off in the future.
Absolutely. Well, look, best of luck for that Olympic qualification, and congratulations on
Thank you so
tonight.
much.
It was an amazing run, as always, from you. So
Thank you so much for saying that.
All right. Well, we're going to find Yaroslav, and we'll see you guys in a second or two. So we are just trying to find Yaroslav right now. He's out there somewhere. Matteo is literally running around in the crowd trying to find him. So thank you for that. Congratulations to Alexander Kaluchka on that victory. There's our podium. Young boy dancing on the top of it. That's how I feel when I look at a podium. This is brilliant. I really hope he knows he's on camera. Look at these moves here. Ah, brilliant stuff. This is what I do when I'm off camera. You guys don't know. I'm not even sure anyone's listening to this anymore, but the dance moves, there we go. Young man absolutely killing it there on the top spot. He's doing the wall shove. I've got the giggles a little bit. This is very funny. I hope you are watching this, anyone who is. That's absolutely brilliant. Really, really cool to see. All right, well, I'm being joined by Mr. Yaroslav, so give me a second. So, Yaroslav, we're in the commentary box. You look at me, mate. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
What a victory. That was a good fast time as well for you.
Yeah.
Let's put that a little bit closer. There we go.
Yeah.
So, Yaroslav, victory here. What was the run like, the final run? Was it perfect or were there any mistakes in
No,
there?
of course it wasn't perfect run. But for me it was hard a little bit mentally because previous European Cup I lost to Costa in the final. So it was like, rematch. Yeah, but probably the time I need to get faster for Worlds.
Well, let's talk about that, because in Bern, you got to the finals and you got a national record in the finals.
Yeah.
How quickly can you go, do you think? I mean, what's the limit for you, do you think?
Probably below 4.9.
Okay.
Like, for sure. I don't know what's the human limit,
Yeah, exactly. Well, we're finding that out, exactly. And in terms of Olympic qualification, where's your next focus? Rome, presumably?
Rome, probably, yeah.
Okay. And how much training are you doing for that at the moment? Are you still heavily?
Like a lot. Like this comp was also like a training. We didn't had a lot of rest. It was like part of the training, Today comp, tomorrow the next day of the training. Because for Rome we need to be fast. A lot of guys, like Italian guys, skip this comp because they're preparing for Rome. So it was not like the fastest comp European.
Yeah, but it's a good one, and you won it, so confidence is high going into Rome.
Actually, I think overall also I'm first by European Cups, overall ranking.
Oh, well, congratulations.
We were like first, second and third Ukrainians, and it was just competition between us.
Yeah, mate. Well, look, you know how much I feel for the Ukraine team, so congratulations to everyone. Really good to see, especially you guys winning.
Where is it from? It's from Mariupol.
That's from Mariupol?
Yeah, last competitions there, and I got this. I won combined speed, classic and speed, and I got this one. It's really important for me.
Yeah.
I like bring it at all competitions.
Good, man. Well, thank you. Please
Yeah.
keep doing that. And if you're watching this still, there's something special coming in the future involving this man. So wait and see for that one. Right, we'll say goodbye. See you soon.
Bye.
So thank you to Yaroslav. Thank you to everyone. We're just having a couple of minutes break while we prepare for the podium. I'm sure you don't want my voice chattering on endlessly through that. So I'll leave you with a little bit of quiet now while we wait for that podium. And I'll come back to you and talk you through the medalists and the finalists in a couple of minutes. Well, if you're just joining us, we're at the podium stage of the Speed Finals, the Continental Cup here in Bologna at a 24 levels gym. Tomorrow, lead climbing on that enormous wall behind the podium. So bear with us, we're getting everything ready. The athletes preparing themselves to get their medals, their prizes. That will come in a couple of minutes here in Bologna. Right, here we go. The podium time, and the MC doing a great job of announcing everything. Women's podium, first of all. Our top three come onto the stage. I talked to her earlier. Alexandra Kaluchka taking victory. Second place, Natalia Kaluchka. Third place, Capucine Viglioni. Those are our final medalists here at the Continental Cup. Just leaving you here with the MC, who's doing a far better job than I can of announcing this, so I'll catch up when the women finish. So congratulations to Alexandra Kaluchka, Natalia Kaluchka and Capucine Viglioni for taking those places. As always, I'm trying to see what gifts they've got. I think there's some climbing holds in there. It looks like candy. I don't think it is. Right, national anthem time. So the national anthem of Poland rings out across this 24 levels climbing gym. Athletes gather at the top step for that photo opportunity. And then we will switch over to the men. Right, so it's time for the men's final. The podium here. Congratulations to Ukraine. Yaroslav Kach taking victory. Konstantin Pavlenko second place. Daniele in third for Italy. There he is. And the Italian crowd, as you can imagine, enjoying that moment. And then in second place, Konstantin, they had a fight off. It was a revenge match between the two. And this does mean a lot for these athletes, their country at war. And Konstantin taking second place, that silver medal. Congratulations to him. And rather nice wooden trophies there awarded. And a hat. And Yaroslav Kach takes the top spot, the #1 position. Congratulations to him. It meant a lot when he was sitting next to me in the interview, and it means a lot right now. We think he's the overall winner as well for the European Cups. And he's going for the Olympics. Yaroslav stands on the top spot and will receive that gold medal. Just taking a moment to take it all in, really. Gold medal for him. Kept it together, which is hard to do for speed. We know how small these margins are. And now we will listen to the national anthem of Ukraine. Congratulations to all of the men and all of the women who competed here this evening for the speed. They'll go away, reset Rome in a couple of weeks' time. Dedicated speed-only Olympic qualifying event. Cannot wait for that in an awesome-looking stadium. So these athletes, their job done for tonight. Tomorrow, we will return to this wonderful gym here for the lead climbing semi-final, followed by the lead climbing final. So make sure you join the live stream for that. So do come and join us tomorrow. Semi-finals, 10 a.m. Central European time on the lead wall, followed by the finals. And thank you so much to Andrea Rojas and Matteo Zaloni for joining me in the commentary box this evening. My name is Matt Groom. It's been a pleasure calling all of the action, and I will return and see you guys tomorrow.